Greetings, mortals. I am the Fallen Shogun, and we are back in this world of many worlds. Welcome to the Dyson Sphere Program. Me and Bumblebee here are still building, hopefully. Now, a few things have changed. I have basically just spent a lot of time grabbing resources and building buildings. Obviously, I've not placed too many down, although you will notice I have done this. There are three things that stack in this game. One is research modules, which you can really stack up. One is storage, and one is, of course, the tracks. So I've doubled this down to get to see it works. I've done it over there as well for the copper, but we are having power issues, so I have built a lot of power. Now, the thing we'll be doing today is I need to get some research ongoing. And I also need to start our bus. For those who don't know, the bus is usually the primary line in Factorio. Usually, you know, you get one for copper, one for iron, stuff, and so on and so forth. So I will, of course, be prepping my iron line. Now, it's going to take a bit of time because I don't fully know how this game works yet. And I wasn't the best at building them in Factorio. But we're going to do our best. This is much better. So yeah, we're going to start doing that. I think yellow means it's being slightly overloaded. I'm pretty sure red is worse. So yeah, we're going to keep doing this. So we have a lot of these being built. Of course, I also need to get some research down. I need to get the bus going on. And I need to start prepping for the future. So that's our current goal. Now, we should be okay power-wise because I have a lot of these. I'm not going to be okay power-wise because I still need to actually research wireless power. Yes, in the future, you can send your power over the internet. Still can't email me a bacon cob, but you know, that's just what it is, I guess. Don't get bacon, but you get wireless power. Just typical, innit? Just typical. Oh, I can murder a bacon sandwich. So yeah, I'm going to start prepping. So you don't usually have a bus for raw materials. You can, but you usually don't. And because there's multiple planets involved, I don't quite know what's going to go on. Also, I've checked. Apparently alien forces aren't actually in the early access version yet. It's something they want to add on. Although their primary thing right now will be fixing, obviously, the bugs. All the major bugs. Like, occasionally there's still lots of Chinese all over the place. Being the other language. And, yeah, I think there's a few game-breaking bugs, but I haven't really seen any. Now, actually I need to get some more coal. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? So, our first goal will, of course, be prepping the iron and the iron bus. Now the problem is we don't really have a few other things. We need stackers. Not stackers, we need... what are they called? Splitters. We need splitters. So we're going to have to get research... I have to get research down. So let's go over and have a look at research. Now research should be pretty simple. Or vertical, so we're having a look. So research here's just this one. There's our blue research, and obviously we get further in. So blue is nice and simple. It's 10 of these and 10 of these. Of course, I have them being produced just there. Now, blue research also takes these. So how research works in this game is you build and you also research from the same building. Let me just do this to here. Obviously, this has to be still done eventually. So how that works is you have two different options for the building. One is build and one is research. Let me just quickly show you. So let me just have to make more of these. So let's put one here. Like that. So yeah, if you click on it, you see...
Lab. Oh. You can use it to make super matrices or research technologies that require them to unlock. The super matrices are the source code of the center brain for maintaining the homeworld. You can upload as many super matrices to the center brain as possible. You can be benefit to unlock more actual world technologies by operating the home world simultaneously.
You can be benefit. Yeah, the English isn't fully there. So, how it works is, as you can see. Actually, I need to get off this. One is produce and one is research. So obviously there's 5 different researchers in the game. So you click on this, it then shows you what it needs and you then bus it in. Or you can go to research, and obviously it just takes the items there. You can't have one building doing both. You can also stack them. You can only have... so you have to have like a minimum of 2 buildings. One to grab the research, one to make the research. And that's how research works. Pretty simple, pretty basic. So let's actually do this properly. So let's have... let's see. do that. Oh, wait, what? Ah, bugger, that's my own fault. Didn't mean to actually have them both gone the same one. So, yeah, this is very, very simple, very, very basic. Of course, this is a bit more talking than usual because I'm getting it all sorted, but once that is done, of course, we're going to start prepping. And there we are. This is now done. Oh, wait, is this too close? Oh, it's too close. Also, yes, I do know the buildings actually do come back. You don't just destroy them. I did think they got destroyed before, but I am the dumb. Let's start stacking these soon. Obviously, right now, it's just pretty basic. We just get it running to actually start getting research. There we are. And there we are, done. Research now exists. So that is nice and simple. It's creating those. They're going into there. And now get the actual proper research we need. So what we need right now is actually... we need better research. We need better drones. So the first thing to do is go for drone engines so they move faster. Then we're going to go for communication control for an extra drone. And then we're going to go for... well, let's get mecha cores done. And I'm going to go for universe exploration, which allows me to see veins. Veins will show me where all of the resource nodes are, these things on the planet, and how much is in that reserve without me having to mouse over it. It'll just say it in the distance. And obviously right now, we don't really have that. Why is this not working? Oh, I see. Because I'm an idiot, that's why. So research should be going on nicely like that. As you can see, it's being picked up. So it's not fully automated yet, because we have to still manually enter it in over there, but it is now done. So once that is done, we'll need to get new tech, and we're looking at improved logistics to get the splitters. Then we'll be looking at plasma control, because this then gives us wireless towers. The wireless towers, you know, are basically our larger towers in Factorio. They go over a larger distance, but obviously require a little bit more space. We can also charge ourselves up from them. So instead of having to just keep on using fuel and trees and things, we can actively take power from our base. Because right now, of course, we are literally stuck. Of course, when we move further away, we either bring the towers with us, or we just, you know, bring our own fuel cells. But it's nice to know we have the option. So anyway, back in a second, I need to recharge myself again. Now, usually buses are like one material. You do sometimes get different materials going on. But because iron can be smelted into ore and also, you know, magnets, we need to actually prep for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this and prep this. So the actual arms can grab 3 over. So if I do it this way, our smelters will be able to grab all 3 areas. Now, it's not going to be the best, but it should do for now. And I'm not even sure this is in the right place. We can easily move it along later. But what we're doing is going to do this. So give me a second. Probably going to speed up here. Okay, and our first research is done. We now have our drones moving faster. Of course, I know to get some more fuel. That's good. That's the first step in actually being able to build quicker. Because as you see, it's taking a little while. And also we'll need even more resources. But the first step is always good. Oh, and now we have an extra drone. This will be even faster, although we are out of power. But as you can see, this is coming along. I just need to grab resources. So, yeah, back in... Actually, no. Well, oh, the veins are done. Now you get to see what it actually does. It just shows the veins. So, yeah, it'll talk about it. But yeah, you click this.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the Details Display button in the lower right corner of the screen to open real-time distribution details of the ore veins.
So obviously that's very important. The next step will be to be able to see it on other planets. So we'll be able to see what planets we want to go to next. So obviously some will have resources we want and some will have resources we don't. But yeah, we need to quickly grab this. I need to carry on building now. But as you can see, it's going to be a resource-intensive situation. Which is a bit of an issue, but there you are. We'll be needing a splitter still, because the splitters can also... Actually, the splitters can also be stacked now, I think about it. One of the other things which can. But yeah, let's start working on this still. Tell you what, I should have put the power first because this is taking forever. So yeah, we're going to get this research, then we're going to get that, then we'll obviously come back in a second. It's just, oh my god, power. Oh, power. Okay, finally, with wireless power, I can actually start building the most important thing to me, these. Oh, and also probably stop some of these for a bit. So the wireless power, like I say, it's just a big, big tower. It's not the biggest tower, I think, but... it's used for power over long distances, so two of them can connect quite far. So these are quite close. This is a bigger distance. So this is one of the more important towers because you can literally connect massive chunks of your base from across the map. And that's obviously very, very, very important. Although I would very much like it if my drone went to build this now, so I could actually start using my power. Where are my drones? Dagnabbit drones. Oh, drones. But I have no... Kill that bush. Kill that bush now. So yeah, once that is done, we should be able to start getting power. As you can see, this is actually starting to be complete. It's going to take a little bit longer, of course, but it does mean that we are now fishing the stage, and there we go, I'm now powering myself.
Power tower, which is suitable with long-distance power transmission caused by its longer connection distance. What's exciting is that it can also charge mecha by using electricity from the grid.
Oh my god, look at this. So yeah, we can now charge ourselves by being next to one of these. Which will be good, because you can see you've got a lot of construction. And the construction, as you can see, is mostly complete, so I'm going to have to start deleting that section now. So what this is going to be doing is turning the iron ore into iron plates and also into magnets, although I'm not entirely sure how I want the magnets to complete. Maybe it's 2 of these for every one of these, I don't know. And maybe this will suddenly become magnets. I don't know. I don't think we need as many magnets, but I'm still unsure. This obviously is still an early stage production facility. For all I know, we're going to be very much needing it. But who really knows? But this is how it should look. As you can see, things are coming along nicely. Why is this not... Wait. So this one should also be working. Is this one not working? This one says it has no iron. Oh, there's no power. Why is there no power? Okay, fine. There we are. So yeah, we are now prepped. This is now set. We now have the beginnings of our smelting works. Now we can start working on our primary bus, which I think I'm going to go down here. And this is just iron. I've still got copper to do, and probably coal. Coal needs to be going into our production facility, so yeah, it's going to take a while. Okay, so our primary bus, I think, should be here? Question mark? Yeah, should be here. And obviously if we need to, we can move it. And it was going to be 5 lanes, because I say they can grab 3 across. So it's going to be, until I've decided otherwise, which might be very soon, 1, 3 and 5 will be iron plates. 2 and 4 will be magnets. Now I don't know if we'll be needing more or less resources. This is what our main primary bus will be. And of course we'll have assemblers and automation stuff pulling resources off the sides. But this is just iron. So these can go across water. Obviously buildings cannot, but I can eventually concrete the whole planet. So, you know, eventually we can have a nice good car park. But this is what we're looking at. Obviously, I need to stay close to my power supplies. I'm keeping these as close as possible so I can keep on powering myself, because otherwise I'm going to die. But yeah, this will go along here. Then we can start working on production and automation. Like right now, I'd very much like to automate the ability to make conveyor belts, because we need a lot of them. So what I'm going to do is, because this is a bit meh, have, let's see, this pull from there, and that pull from there, and that pull from there. So that'll be pulling plates off. So to make conveyor belts, what we need is iron ingots and gears. This will be our gear production. Gear production, of course, is pretty simple. It's just iron ingots. Now, how are we going to do that? We're going to go to here. We're going to have, like, let's go one here, here, and here. I don't know if I need 3, but I'm going to have 3. And this, of course, makes it nice and simple. There, and there. So these, of course, be making iron gears. Now, we don't always need all the iron gears, but it's nice to have them. Let's just have them all go up to here until now. But we also, of course, need more iron ore or iron plates. So we're going to have this also feed to there. That way we can have this feeding in. It's not going to be the best looking thing in the world, but it's a good start. Now we're going to have this go to here. Now then, what we do, of course, we have a couple more of these. We should feed here and here. These will, of course, be pulling in resources from both. So I obviously want this one to be pulling from here and from here, using the more advanced ones. Here and here. So how this works is, of course, these will be pulling gears and iron plates off of that. And that's really what we need to be doing. Of course, I need even more of these. And that's what we're currently looking at. So this should be quite effective. Of course, I definitely need to get some better resources and materials, but we are there. So you have that there and there. So you're there for now. So this powers all of this. And obviously I'm powered from these. This is now sorted. So this is going to make gears. And this is going to make conveyor belts. And there we go. We are now prepped. This is now an automated conveyor belt system making conveyor belts. Which is massive, because obviously we didn't have any of this before, and I can now just come over here and grab conveyor belts. That's a splitter, I don't want one of those. Oh, the music is epic. I absolutely love the music. And there we are. So now we have conveyor belts being produced. It may not be as much as we need, but it is conveyor belts being produced. Now, we have a few other issues, but we are now officially prepped. And that's the main thing. We are officially prepped. Oh, also we need a couple more of these, of course, because right now I don't really have a way of making this very good. So we do that to there, then it joins in, then we have officially the first bus. Like that. And there we are. The bus is officially started. It's not officially complete, but it is officially started. We now have the beginnings of our super factory on the first planet. Obviously, I don't know how big this is going to be when we start moving to other planets, but we are prepped. This is done. This is it. We have the beginnings of the bus. We have the beginnings of production to automate all this stuff, and hopefully that means we have a lot of good things coming. Now, I guess we're going to find out in a second anyway. But yes, this is the bus, this is the beginning of production, and of course we don't really have anywhere for this resources to go, but it is started. We have resources, we have the bus, we have the official smelting complex. Obviously we have a lot of resources over there. We need to work on research. Research, of course, I'd very much like red, inventory, that requires those. Get the drive engine up. The drive engine allows me to fly. Actually, I definitely want to have that. So we need a lot more coal. Of course we do. This is my life now. Coal. But once we can fly, we move slightly faster. But of course it uses even more power, which means we need even more fuel. You see a theme here. Now we can make fuel, but I think it requires fluid storage. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Actually, it might even be upgrades. Energy circuit. We can turn coal into energetic graphite. That'll be useful. The mecha core can upgrade as well. Universal exploration allows us to see on other planets. That'll be our next real goal. But yeah, we are ready. And here comes the production. Look at that. So it's not as much cutting, because obviously I'm trying to show you a lot of what's going on. But the bus is complete. Doesn't go anywhere and do very much yet, because I don't really know what I'm after. But it exists. There we are. It begins. Let's see, this requires these. We don't have many of these being produced just yet. Oh, we don't have any way of them coming out just yet. And there we go. We now have official production of conveyor belts. It's not fast, because we need to still work on it, but we actually have conveyor belts being produced in a way we can use them. Oh wow, we need to upgrade this. Our next stage, I think, will probably be getting these up and running, which requires us to unlock electric motors. Electric motors, I think, are mechanical frames. No. Electric motors. That's steel. That's thermal power? Well, thermal power definitely going to need. There we go. So this allows us to unlock basic components of electric motors and we can start upgrading. So yeah, we're ready, I think. Now I just need to keep on working on this. So I'm very much still not happy with this, but as you can see I've put 2 splitters down so I can actually split it. Well, we're not getting enough throughput. But so what I think we even need is a faster splitter, which I don't think is possible, but who knows. Or faster conveyors. Now there are faster conveyors without due to the on queue. Faster conveyors are red tech. We are nowhere near red tech. But we can of course get thermal power. We can also unlock apparently microcrystalline components. Oh, this is going to start getting advanced, isn't it? High speed assemblers, yeah, that'd be good. But yeah, solar power. Solar power may be useful. But the electromagnetic drive is queued. This is going to be queued. So yeah, we are looking at upgrading. Which, yeah, probably faster. Better mecha core. Gonna be an issue. Gonna be an issue. Obviously we can upgrade here. We've got another red. Veins, if they're red, that's purple. That's yellow. What's yellow? Is yellow 3? Who knows? But yeah, we need to prep up. We need to prep out. Of course, this is building nicely. I've actually extended it even further. As you can see at the back, it's still being produced. And I have these 6 guys here pulling in resources just so that we actually have stuff stored and it keeps on working. But the main bus is currently done. We just, of course, need a better throughput. Now, luckily, some metal's still making its way past this central area, which shows it's good. But like I say, look at the throughput. It's just not fast enough. So we can see our bottleneck. Our bottleneck is currently over here. Now, one thing about the metal is we should have a lot of it, but I think our main issue is we're not getting enough iron coming in. As you can see, the iron's flowing nicely, but it's just not flowing fast. Now it's actually opened up. So now we need another iron vein, which means we need more miners. So let's go get some more iron. Luckily enough, we have some iron nearby. Hold shift and turn. There we go. Did I get all of them? Yeah, do that. Oh, there. Okay, good. We have one of these here. Gotta love this power. There we go. So, yeah, we have this going on. We just now need, of course, to bring it back. Ooh, coal in the way. I don't think we'll be using both, but you never know. And that's, of course, going on. So, yeah, we just have to keep on doing research and keep on going this. So, yeah, we have a new iron. I'm going to connect that to the other system, and we'll be back in a second, maybe. My God, it's going to take a while now. I'm thinking about it. Oh. Of course, while we're waiting for this to build, it doesn't actually help our throughput, because of course we still obviously have issues. Our issue being the actual bottleneck here. If we made this into 2 separate lines, we might be able to do a lot better. Obviously having 2, then filing into the centre. But we don't yet have this producing enough. We need enough iron to necessitate the building of more smelters. We don't have enough iron, which makes, you know, extra smelters isn't really there yet, which is a problem. Because obviously right now we definitely need more iron. An awful lot more iron. But it's just not there. We just don't have a way of getting it out. So once we get enough of it, this is backed up majorly, we can then split this into two. Which then I guess... it's going to be awkward to get this done again, isn't it? But I just like how it looks. Oh, if effort. And there we go. The spice must flow. So that's done. Where are they going? Over there. Okay, good. So now we have even more iron. Of course, it doesn't solve the throughput over there, but it does solve some more issues. So I can now finally get my flight. And once I get my flight, I can actually start exploring this planet. Because, of course, we've gone very, very far, haven't we? We are just here. Actually, just stop there for a second. Actually, what else do we actually have on here? Crude oil, stone, copper. Alright. But yeah. As you can see, this is my entire base. This teeny thing here, it still barely even registers on my starting planet, and I've put a few hours into this now. It obviously doesn't feel like it, I'm cutting it down. You guys probably watched maybe an hour of footage so far. I've been at this for a couple of hours. Or was it 3 hours? I spent a lot of time off camera just building things. And we're still nowhere near making anything even remotely noticeable from space. Okay, as you can see here, this is now flowing in nicely. We now have plenty of iron coming in, which should mean... yeah, as you can see, it's now flowing even better. Of course, I'd also like to split this, I think. Yes, I'd like to split this. So that way we get some resources on the other side too. In fact, it's not the best. And obviously there will be better systems going in. But right now, crude and dirty will have to do. Go to there, there, and we cross over. So we go down. Okay, then we actually cancel this, guys. That will connect badly. And there we go. Now we have a nice flow of iron on both sides. This should actually help out immensely in keeping that throughput going. Of course, the throughput over here is nice and solid. Comes out to here, it starts splitting, of course. I do think what would easily help that is a faster thing, but we need red research for that. Let's just go get our jetpack. I changed my mind. Let's get our jetpack the old-fashioned way as opposed to the hand-picked way. Everything must be built by machines. I don't have to build any more stuff by hand, but I think we're still a little bit a ways away there. Although once I get these machines making assemblers for me, then we should be a lot better. Should be an awful lot better. Maybe an assembler machine on the other side? What do I even need for assemblers? Assemblers are cogs, ingots, and circuit boards. Oh, I could actually carry on doing from over here then. Although circuit boards will be an issue. There we go, drive engine level 1, so I can now fly. Of course, it's not the fastest, but it is faster, so I can now literally fly around. So yeah, now we have flight mode. Of course, I don't have any power cells yet, but we have that going on. Then we'll get access to that. Then we'll be able to see what's on the other planets. Hopefully, the nearest planet has silicon, because this planet does not, which means I have to smelt stone into silicon. Or, I don't know, craft it into something. It's odd. But we should be okay. Okay, one of the final things I think I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily set this up to actually do stuff. This is actually really full of resources right now, as you can probably see. Over the top two, take a bit of the copper out and put it into here. Of course, we don't have to manually add in the other stuff, but this should actually be very helpful, as you can see. So this now solves this issue. Although I'd like very much to change this into only one filter. In fact, this is going to be a waste of resource, but... oh, I can't. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move this one to here, and have a middle one which is only copper. That should solve a couple of issues, and I think that's a good way of ending the episode. So let me just grab some more stuff. Okay, we're done. So we obviously have the left side with the magnets, the right side with the plates, and the centre has all the copper. I don't know why this is here. Go away. There we are. So this is now officially done. So I've been the Fallen Shogun. This has been our return to Dyson Sphere Program. We have research set up. We have the beginnings of the super bus set up. We have smelting set up. Although, of course, we need to sort that out a little bit more. And I think what we've done is actually prepare ourselves very, very well for the future. You are off by one. You should be there. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you want to watch the next episode. I don't even know how well the first one did. I've just been playing this a lot because I bloody love it. Anyway, cheers for now. Be awesome, be epic, and I will, of course, be seeing you next time. Please stay safe out there. It's getting slightly more dangerous.